singer and Houston native Toni Lorene competing in a battle round on The Voice last night. Spoiler alert, Snoop picked Toni as the winner of this battle. She heads to the knockouts next. Woo, she could sing.
Maybe you two could do a duet in the future.
because that girl is singing.
I would sit in that audience. Before that big performance, I had a chance to chat with Toni about her journey to the Voice stage, working with Snoop, and also her very special connection to a very popular kids series. Watch this. First of all, just a huge Houston shout out. We are all watching you from afar. How do you feel at this point in the competition? Does the pressure kind of go away, or does it build?
Oh, the pressure. You know what? There's a mix. You know, at the beginning for the blinds, the pressure is really heavy. You know, you just need a chair turn. You never know what could possibly happen. But as the show goes on, it's kind of, you know, it's a mix of the two. There's more pressure because you're still in the competition and you want to go further. But at the same time, maybe a little less pressure because, you know, you've made it. And personally, I was just happy to, you know, be continuing on to another round and have gotten my chair turned and being on a team. That I was pretty satisfied with that. But once the competition gets going, it gets a little tough because, you know, you're going up against someone else on your team and it's either you or them. So it's a nice mix.
Well, listen, when you talk about wanting a chair turn, I know that's everybody's goal, right? But take us back to that moment when, while you were performing, you saw Reba, Niall, then Snoop all turn their chairs for you.
Oh, personally, with the song that I was singing, I was hoping to get a chair turn like right at the very beginning, like first notes out and the chairs will turn. And when that didn't happen, I was like, okay, all right, just gonna keep singing. Don't know how this will go. But when Reba turned, it was like, oh, thank God, yes, I'm here. But the whole time, I was gunning for Team Snoop, so I was waiting a very long while for Snoop to turn around because I don't think he turned until maybe seconds before the song ended. But I was excited and just grateful to be on the show and be getting to allow America to see more of what I had because after that first song, I just wanted to do more.
That's great. And when you did see Snoop finally turn his chair, why was it that you wanted him to turn his chair so badly? And what have you heard or learned from him, rather, as you prepare for the battle rounds?
I wanted Snoop to turn his chair because I felt like that was just the team for me. I felt like it would be the perfect fit. I felt like Snoop had all these other artists in the past that he has a really good history of working well with and helping them in their career in the future. And I wanted that to be me. I didn't want to go on the show and then whenever my time was done, just have that be the end of it. I wanted to do more and more. And I knew that Snoop was the guy for that. And for the battle rounds, Snoop prepared us. I would say for the most part, what was most helpful was him really encouraging us to consider ourselves a family. Within our team, we are a big family, and Snoop really pushed for that so that there was less pressure on the competition aspect. You know, not so much a battle. It's not a fight to the death, you know. Either way it goes, you know, we'll be okay afterwards because we're a part of the family now. So he's going to continue to work with us in the future. And whether it goes my way or not, you know, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to be all right.
Wow, you seem very, very grounded and super cool, by the way, to have Snoop as your mentor. Hey, let's chat a little bit about your career because while this is your time on The Voice and we're chatting about that, you are no stranger to sharing your voice with the world. You can be heard as the beloved Toni on the series Cocomelon, which kids are wild about. How did all of that happen?
Well, I've always been an actor. I started in musical theater, and then I moved to LA to pursue TV and film. And then over the course of the pandemic, I got more interested in voice acting. And Cocomelon came along. I got an audition, and this was well before Cocomelon was in its prime and super popular. It was much smaller. I think it was only on YouTube at the time, but I booked it, and the rest was history. I was doing Cocomelon, recording it from my home studio, which was nice and simple for me. And it was kind of perfect because at the time I was also a nanny to many families. So I was working with kids and singing children's music and getting to play that music in the house with the kids all day. So it was just a perfect fit.
Wow, I think that is so fantastic that it's like the perfect role for you playing Toni, who, by the way, that's Cody's mom in the series. You're a doctor character. Yeah, if for our viewers who have kids, they know Cocomelon, right? So I won't go too deep into that. Hey, so back to The Voice. Regardless of the outcome of this particular season, what are you learning along the way? And what has this experience taught you? Has it changed you?
Absolutely. I think that being on The Voice has made me not only a better performer, but just a more confident human being all around. When you walk out onto that stage for the first time, your nerves are going crazy. You never know what's going to happen. There are no do-overs. So if you mess up, it just is what it is, and the rest of the world gets to see it. But once once I got through my blind audition, it just kind of relieved all the stress and the nerves. And it was like, okay, like I'm safe here. I will be all right no matter what happens. People make mistakes sometimes, and that is okay. And it's helped me just grow as a human being. I'm more confident, I'm stronger, I am more secure in myself and what it is that I'm capable of with my time on The Voice, especially. I just think that it has turned me into a much stronger performer, honestly.
All right. Well, Houston native Toni Lorene joining us from Los Angeles. Thank you so much for making time. I know it's really busy for you these days because we see you on that Voice stage, and we will be continuing to root for you from right here at home.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, she really killed it last night. I'm serious about the duet between you two.
She's amazing.
Right? Well, you're amazing. Put you two together.
You might be
bam,
biased.
there you go. Hey, you can watch The Voice Monday and Tuesday nights right here on KPRC2.